Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Patrick here at VectorVest, and I've got a brand new update on EXRO Technologies. They just released their earnings report, and we've got the inside scoop right here. So if you're ready to take a look at one of the potentially biggest electric vehicle game-changing stocks out there, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment on your thoughts on this stock, and let's get into it. Alright, so if you're still here, that tells me that you're ready to learn about the biggest potential game changer in the EV industry. That's right, EXRO Technologies. And what we're going to take a look at first off is the stock analysis report that you can find on any stock throughout VectorVest. If you want to get your own stock analysis report, just simply click on the link in the description below, enter in the ticker symbol you're looking for, type in your email address, and you'll receive that in an email right afterwards. So let's take a look at some of the analysis here so far and talk about what it means as an individual retail investor and see if this is a trade that really interests you. So because this is a newer company, it's a stock that's just getting started, we can see pretty poor fundamentals because right now the company is newer. They don't have a strong balance sheet. They're trying to get off the ground. They're aggressively investing into their company, so they are operating at a loss. So therefore, we see the current value is based at 31 cents where it's trading at 357. So right now you're paying a premium, but that's okay. You're looking for that long-term potential on this kind of a stock. And then because it's more of a speculative stock, because it's a newer company, you are going to see lower RV and RS scores, which we can see here. But the main thing I really want to point out is the CI or comfort index with this stock. The CI is the stock's ability to resist severe lengthy price declines. EXRO has a CI of 1.65, and on a scale of 0 to 2, that is excellent. So once again, if you want to get this report on any one of your own stocks, click on the link in the description below to get that emailed to you right away. So with that, let's go ahead, jump right into the actual report that we have from Yahoo Finance. So getting into it, some of the highlights that they have are, first and foremost, the big war chest or the big amount of cash that they have generated over the last year. They have generated about $42 million off of stock offerings over the last year. That is huge. If you want to expand your company, you now have the cash to be able to do so. And we'll take a look at where that cash is going to be going. They also highlighted their new Calgary Innovation Center that they are building, and that's going to allow them to use and design in-house their new coil driver technology and allow them to enhance it and further their development of that technology. They also highlighted the 100-volt coil driver in electric cars that was validated this year. And they also have the validation on its battery control systems for optimizing second life energy storage applications. So now that we've gotten into that, let's take a look at some of the big highlights from this report so far. So if we scroll down, their words were 2020 was a spectacular year at EXRO as they achieved key milestones on many fronts. One of the first milestones, as we just mentioned, was the stock offerings that they used to generate cash so that way they can reinvest it into the company. They can get the right people on board, help them develop those partnerships that we've talked about in previous videos. And realistically, $42 million is a great place to start for a company that hasn't even really put out sales yet. So once they start putting their products out on the open market and allow them to sell it to other bigger retailers or other bigger manufacturers in the EV space, you can definitely see a lot of potential coming into EXRO Technologies. All right, but as we scroll down, one of the key things I really wanted to point out here was a intent to purchase letter from Land Electric, one of their big partnerships they announced last year. And their intent to purchase up to 2,000 units, and C Electric signed an expanded strategic collaboration agreement to showcase the BCS while expanding on the coil driver commercialization scope. So that's huge for them. Not only did they have those partnerships announced last year, but they also see a strengthening in those partnerships coming into 2021. And this is what you want to see. If you really believe in the technology and you want to showcase how powerful it is, you want to have your partnerships also backing that up and taking those steps to be first in line for when the actual product comes out and hits the market. And that's what we're seeing with this in this announcement. So once again, they also talked about, as we mentioned, the validation on the 100-volt coil driver for electric cars. And that's really their biggest area is going to be the electric cars. But as we've talked about previously, it's not just electric cars that they're going to be looking at. They're also looking at farm equipment, bikes, motorcycles, boats, literally anything that's powered by a motor. They're looking to expand their technology into it and turn that into an electric vehicle and see how their technology can really enhance that electric capability there. And so next, let's take a look at some of their 2020 financial highlights. And this is where if you're brand new to EXRO and you haven't really researched a company enough, this can be quite scary to somebody new to investing. And really starting off at the very top, a comprehensive loss of about $11 million over the course of 2020 compared to 2019 at just shy of 4.7 million. So this just by face value is a little nerve-wracking. But once again, keep in mind, this is a relatively new company and that has the potential to be a game changer in the electric vehicle space. So they are putting a lot of their cash and a lot of their capital to work to help speed up the process of getting this product to the market so they can really capitalize on the boom that we've noticed in the electric vehicle space over the last year, 2 years or so. So when you see this, this could, at face value, give the bears some fuel essentially. They see that loss, it's growing year over year. So bears may see that and try to drive the price down. That could cause a dip in the price on a short-term basis. But when you dive into the report a little bit more, which we'll do here in a second, you'll get a little bit more of a comfort feeling knowing that, yeah, they're spending more money, but knowing where that money is going. So let's take a look at where that money is actually going. So the main drivers for the overall cost increase were growing the engineering team to accelerate the technology development and the commercialization efforts. This is huge. These younger companies, they are aggressive. They are spending as much money as they can to help grow the business as fast as they can to get to that profitable state that really accelerates their growth from there. So they're putting their money where their mouth is. They believe in the technology and they're putting their money back into the company and making sure they have the right people on board to make this company be the game changer that it can potentially be. So with that, I like what we see with that. One other highlight that we wanted to talk about is just a Motorino update that they mentioned here. Motorino was a small bike manufacturer that EXRO partnered with to test their technology on electric bikes, not motorcycles, but bicycles. And what they found from doing their field testing is that it increased their performance by more than 20% and up to 50% in climbing conditions. This is huge. That just shows that not only does this technology work, but it increases the life and performance of the battery technology that can be put on pretty much anything already out there and improve it right out of the gate without doing any tweaks to enhance it even more so. If you just add the EXRO technology, the coil driver technology to previous electric vehicle infrastructure, you can instantly see a benefit from it. Now, imagine as the development continues and they start to tweak it and really home in on those exact levels that they're looking for to boost production and boost performance even more. So I like seeing that they're getting confirmation from not just this company, but a lot of others as well. So with that, that really wraps up their report, gives you guys hopefully a good synopsis of what the highlights were from it. What do you guys think about the stock? You know, for me personally, I love the electric vehicle space. I love the green space in general because, you know, as a father of two, I want to make the world a more sustainable place for our future generations. And EXRO really seems to be nailing it with what they're doing to help make that transformation a lot better than what we previously thought it could be. So leave your comments down below. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. And on that, take care, be safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.